NFL Week 18 Saturday, Prize Picks. Let's get after it. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Craig Bennett from Daily Edge Sports, and I'm going to give you 3 picks for Saturday's NFL action. Week 18, we got 2 games. The early game, we have Cleveland at the Ravens here, and I think the Ravens are 18-point favorites here. I don't think Cleveland's going to beat the Ravens here. They win this. They win the division. And then we have Pittsburgh and the Bengals. So even if Pittsburgh does not win against the Bengals, they still have something to play for here. If they win, if they beat the Bengals, they will have that number 5 seed, which they would play the Houston Texans. And I think that is important because if they lose and the Chargers win, then they would have to play the Ravens in the first round. And I'm positive they'd rather play Houston with how banged up they are right now than playing Baltimore. So they do have something to play for, even if the Ravens do win this, which they should in this early game. So we're going to pick 3 picks from the second game that I'm going to give you. If you don't have that PrizePicks account, you want to join along with these, use our promo code CashKeg, play $5, get $50 in instantly. That's all you have to do. And again, if you're a first-time depositor here or at some of the other sites, you check that free offer that we have on our site. You can get access to the Elite subscription service for free to get picks and also all of the tools that we have access to. With that, let's dive in. Let's talk some football. All right, PrizePicks desktop is up here. They got a sweet mobile app they'll download as well. Again, we're going to talk about mainly the Bengals and Steelers. I didn't talk about the Bengals, their avenue here. Yeah, they have something to play for, right? If they beat the Steelers here, then they need both Denver to lose against Kansas City's backups because Kansas City is resting everyone. So it puts a hard road for them. I was really rooting for them, but with the Chiefs going to rest everybody, I cannot see the Broncos losing this. To make the playoffs. They're 10.5-point favorites right now, so it's going to be real rough for that to happen. And then they would also need Miami to lose to the Jets, and the Jets are Miami's favored by 1 right now against the Jets. So really tough uphill battle here for Cincinnati, but they still have a shot, so they still got to play this. So again, we're going to pick 3 picks we're going to talk about here. First one we're going to go to Najee Harris here. I kind of like rushing attempts over 12 for Najee Harris. If you look at what he's done for 2024, he has cleared this line in 14 of 16 games. Only 2 he didn't do it against is Philly, where they got beat up 27-13. Only had 6 rush attempts there. They didn't rush the ball hardly at all. And then he only had 9 against Baltimore. Again, they lost 34-17 there. But going up against Cincinnati, the rush defense has not been great, and it might be a spot where they lean on him a little bit more here if they can get this run game going. He ended up putting up against Pittsburgh back on November 17th. He put up 63 rush. He put up 75 rush yards in that with 16 carries on December 1st, the last time they played. So again, I think they lean on this a little bit more, and if they have some success, I have no problem thinking that they get there. Cincinnati is ranked 21st in rushing yards allowed in the NFL, giving up 128. So we're going to take Najee Harris more than 12.5 rush attempts. Second one we're going to look at here, going to stay with the Steelers, and we're going to go George Pickens here. Now, one thing I like about George Pickens is this longest reception. Just absolutely amazing what he's done with this longest reception. I mean, he downfield threat massively. This thing opened up at 24.5. It's pushed to 27.5. And he continues. On Cincinnati, he had 36 against them. He was out for a while, come back, put 41 with Kansas City. He is just a downfield threat. And Russ is going to push this ball down the field. And if we look at his 2024 action here, he's cleared this in 77% of the games, 10 of 13. So 27.5. I'll take a shot with George Pickens here at more than 27.5. Longest reception. And then Going back over on Cincinnati, I think Joe Burrow is going to continue to go out the bang. I think the 1.5 pass touchdowns is almost a lock. I hate to say that, but I mean, he's been putting up 3 forever. But I think passing yards are where I want to go. I think they'll lean on him again here. Saw Pittsburgh back on December 1st, put up 309 pass yards against them. Pittsburgh ranked 23rd in passing yards allowed at 226 a game. I think that again, they're going to lean on him a little bit more here in the passing game, and I like the 288 passing yards for him. Again, if you want to take a Goblin here at the 1.5, no problem that. Or if you want to take the 2.5, I think that Joe Burrow's going to be leaned on here for this game before they go out. I don't even mind pass completions here at 26. He's been really efficient in a lot of his games here. Pittsburgh, he put up 28 to 38 for 74% completion rate. So if you don't like the yards, I do like the pass completions as well, and then those touchdowns, just depending on where you want to go with this. So again, if you ever check out what we have to offer, again, we have all the projections for these games for Saturday. And again, one thing to remember, the Ravens should absolutely demolish the Browns here. DTR has just been absolutely horrendous. And the Ravens should easily win this. 18-point favorites. I was just looking at it, just massive. And then, I think the Bengals and the Steelers are both going to continue to try to win because they do not want to be playing the Ravens in the first round. They would much rather play Houston. I'm sure of that. And the Bengals, again, they might as well try to win here and then just really hope that the backups there in the KC can get it done against Denver, even though Broncos are at home. It's going to be a really hard battle there. And then the Dolphins will lose to the Jets. It's really tough for them, but I don't think that they're just going to pack it in. They're going to, I think, put everything on Joe Burrow's arm and see what happens. So with that, appreciate you guys. Hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, and hopefully these picks help you out for some Saturday NFL action. Week 18 gets a little crazy, like always. I'll see you on the flip side. Deuces.